Hello YouTube, this is Asatsu5 and today I'm going to be filming a vlog style video. I filmed one long vlog style video and I felt it was too long, so I'm going to take each different subject matters that I covered in that long video and make its own video for the sake of keeping the video short. The first video was about kukris and Nepali pride. This one is going to be about my desire to upgrade my my Walther 9mm PPS M2 and get me a 357 Magnum revolver. And I've got some good comments on that video. Some people saying don't, check this one out, check that one out. Somebody said get a 10mm, which I have a Glock 20. I don't plan on carrying it in public, but I do have a Glock 20. And some people are saying you don't restrict yourself and give you a tactical disadvantage with a revolver's capacity. To tell you the truth, there was not a big difference in capacity to a revolver compared to my Walther. So there was not a big capacity difference. But I want to talk about why I want a revolver, especially in 357 Magnum caliber. It is my opinion that revolvers are more reliable when it comes to out-of-spec ammunition. If I get my Beretta or my Walther or my Ruger Mark III, and I get a bullet or a cartridge that is out of spec, and I shoot it, it's more likely to jam. It's going to be either a double feed, vulnerable to extract, whatever. So that's a lot more. That's a fairly easy problem to fix on the range, but in a high stress situation, it can be a lot more difficult to fix. And I don't want to train to have to fix that issue in a high stress situation. Now, also, this is something that I've often thought about, but what if I loaded an automatic pistol and I never shot it on a regular basis? I just loaded it, kept it in my nightstand in case I needed it, or I carried it. I didn't unload it on a regular basis. Is that spring going to get us set and make the gun less reliable? And to me, revolvers don't have these issues. Revolvers don't have the issue with out-of-spec ammunition in general. Revolvers don't have the magazine to malfunction. So I think revolvers are just simpler, not necessarily mechanically speaking, but operational. They operate more simple. You just pull the trigger and that's it, or you can pull the hammer back and then pull the trigger. But the reason why I want a 357 Magnum is just because it's one of my favorite calibers. I think it's a very versatile caliber. You can hunt with it, you can protect yourself with it, you can shoot 38 specials in it if you want to target practice, or if you want to carry 38 special, you can carry 38 special in it. But I like to hike. I don't get very many opportunities to hike out in the woods. I used to really love backpacking and camping, but I can't camp like I used to. I can't camp without electricity because I have to be hooked up to a machine to sleep. But I still like being out in the outdoors. So if I can get a gun like a 357 Magnum that works good against people and good against scary animals, I'd like to have that opportunity. And so that's one of the reasons why I like 357 Magnum. It's a good woods gun. It's a good urban gun. And I also enjoy handgun hunting. I've handgun hunted a couple times. I only took one deer with a handgun. Attempted to take two, but that didn't work out. And I feel that if I can get a gun that can function both ways, I can conceal carry it. I don't plan on getting a revolver with a barrel over 4 inches, but I'm looking at the Ruger SP101 and in the 4-inch barrel length. That could be my winter gun that I carry when I'm wearing a jacket and stuff, and also I could carry out in the woods. And during the summer, I'm thinking about upgrading to or getting a snubby 357. And carrying that as my kind of summer gun. But I like the guns to work on both scary animals and scary people. And something that's kind of interesting that I personally believe that a good self-defense gun should be able to take out a white-tailed deer. Um, I've known people and seen people who get those self-defense rounds and they go white-tailed deer hunting with it, whether it be a 9mm, 357 Magnum, whatever. And I believe if you have a full-size or kind of compact pistol, you should be able to kill a deer with it. And that's the best test for your self-defense round, is if you, because deer and humans are basically medium-sized game, basically. Um, um, and if your self-defense round can take out a deer, it's a good chance it's going to be able to stop the threat. And so I like I like that aspect, and I think that's a good test. And I know that a 357 Magnum can take out a deer. I've killed a deer with a 357 Magnum with a black talon. I kind of wish I didn't waste a black talon on a deer, but it worked, and I have a few of them left. But yeah, I just really like 357 Magnum. I've been carrying revolvers out in the woods ever since I was like 14 years old. I started off with a cap and ball revolver, which has been the only revolver to ever malfunction on me, and it didn't really malfunction. It's just I shot it for an extended amount of time, and the black powder clogged up the cylinder and kind of made it seize up. Which all I had to do was put it in the dishwasher, and it was good to go again. I carried 41 Magnums, a few different 357 Magnums, and I just like revolvers. And I like guns in general, but revolvers are just a little bit user-friendly in my opinion. I'll just leave it at that. And so I want a medium-sized 357 Magnum, I guess you can say, and I want a snubby. And no one has yet been able to answer the question I posted in my last video on 357 Magnum, why someone would opt to get a plus P only revolver and not a 357 Magnum revolver. Why would you spend the money on a plus P when you can buy a 357 Magnum? Because if you buy a 357 Magnum, you can shoot 357s, you can shoot plus P 38s and 38s. So you have a wider range of ammunition that you can use. With a plus P, you can only shoot plus P and 38 specials. So it seems like it'll be a much more versatile gun if you get the 357 and you can shoot those 3 different rounds as opposed to just 2 different rounds. And no one's been able to answer that question for me. I'd really like to know the answer to that, as if there was something that I'm not thinking of. But that's it on that subject. There was at least 3 handguns, not 3, there's at least 2 handguns I want to get in the near future. A 357 Magnum revolver that's a little bit on the larger side, and then a snubby. And there's a Kel-Tec bullpup that I want. But I'm probably going to focus on the handguns first because that's more practical for me. But that's it. I hope y'all have a great day. And please leave feedback. So that's it. I'm Asatsu5, and I'm out.